quiet corner of a bustling city, where the hum of life never truly faded, there stood a small, unassuming bookstore. Its sign, faded and peeling, read, "The Enchanted Page." Inside, the air was thick with the scent of aged paper and the whispers of stories waiting to be told. The shelves, crammed with books of every size and color, seemed to lean in, eager to share their secrets with anyone who dared to wander in. The owner of this little haven was an elderly gentleman named Mr. Whitaker. With a mane of silver hair and spectacles perched precariously on the bridge of his nose, he was a figure of warmth and wisdom. Each evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow through the dusty windows, Mr. Whitaker would settle into his favorite armchair, a well-worn piece that had cradled him through countless stories. It was here, in this cozy nook, that he would read aloud to the few patrons who lingered, their hearts and minds open to the magic of words. One particularly serene evening, as the city outside buzzed with the sounds of laughter and distant music, a young girl named Clara entered the store. She was a curious soul, with wide eyes that sparkled like stars and a heart that beat with the rhythm of adventure. Clara had always been drawn to the world of books, where the impossible became possible and dreams danced on the pages like fireflies in the night. "Good evening, Clara," Mr. Whitaker greeted her, his voice a gentle rumble, like distant thunder. "What brings you here tonight?" "I want to hear a story," she replied, her voice soft, yet filled with determination. "A story that will take me somewhere far away." Mr. Whitaker smiled, his eyes twinkling with delight. "Ah, my dear, you've come to the right place. Let me take you on a journey, one that will wrap around you like a warm blanket on a chilly night." He opened a book that had been resting on his lap, its cover adorned with intricate gold patterns that shimmered in the dim light. The pages were yellowed with age, and as he turned them, the sound was like the rustling of leaves in a gentle breeze. Clara settled into the armchair across from him, her heart racing with anticipation. "Once upon a time," Mr. Whitaker began, his voice smooth and soothing, "in a city not unlike ours, there was a hidden library, a sanctuary for those who sought solace in the written word. This library was unlike any other, for it was said to be enchanted. The books within its walls held not just stories, but the very essence of dreams." Clara leaned forward, her eyes wide, as Mr. Whitaker continued. "The library was guarded by a wise old owl named Oliver, who perched high above the entrance, watching over the countless souls who entered. He had seen the joys and sorrows of many, and he knew the power of a good story. Each night, as the moon cast its silver glow upon the city, Oliver would open the doors to those who sought refuge from the world outside. Inside, the air was thick with magic. The shelves were lined with books that whispered secrets to one another, their spines glowing softly in the dim light. Each book was a portal, a gateway to another realm, waiting for a reader to unlock its mysteries. The patrons who entered the library were not just readers, they were adventurers, explorers of the imagination. Clara could almost feel the warmth of the library enveloping her, the soft glow of the books illuminating her path. She imagined herself wandering through the aisles, her fingers brushing against the spines, feeling the pulse of stories waiting to be discovered. "One evening," Mr. Whitaker continued, "a young boy named Leo stumbled upon the library. He was a dreamer, much like you, Clara, with a heart full of wonder and a mind that danced with possibilities. Leo had heard whispers of the enchanted library, and his curiosity led him to its doors. Oliver, the wise owl, greeted him with a knowing gaze. 'Welcome, young dreamer,' he hooted softly. "What is it that you seek?" "I want to find a story that will take me to the stars," Leo replied, his voice filled with hope. "Ah, the stars," Oliver mused, his feathers ruffling in the gentle breeze. "There is a book that holds the key to the cosmos, but it is not for the faint of heart. You must be willing to journey beyond the known and embrace the unknown." Leo nodded, determination shining in his eyes. "I'm ready," he declared. Oliver led him to a shelf that seemed to shimmer with starlight. The book, bound in deep blue leather, was adorned with silver constellations that twinkled like the night sky. "This is the Book of Celestial Dreams," Oliver said. "Open it and let your imagination soar." Clara felt her heart race as she envisioned Leo reaching for the book, his fingers trembling with excitement. She could almost hear the soft rustle of the pages as he opened it, revealing a world beyond his wildest dreams. As Leo read, the words began to swirl around him, lifting him off the ground and into the cosmos. He found himself surrounded by stars, each one a shimmering beacon of possibility. He danced among the constellations, weaving through the Milky Way, feeling the pulse of the universe in his veins. "This is incredible," Leo exclaimed, his laughter echoing through the vastness of space. He met celestial beings, each with stories of their own, tales of love, loss, and the beauty of existence. He learned that the stars were not just distant lights. They were the dreams of countless souls, shining brightly in the night. Clara closed her eyes, imagining the coolness of the cosmic breeze against her skin, the weightlessness of floating among the stars. She could feel the joy radiating from Leo, the thrill of discovery igniting his spirit. Time lost all meaning as Leo journeyed through the universe. He visited planets made of crystal, where the air shimmered with colors unseen. He danced on moons that sang lullabies, their melodies wrapping around him like a warm embrace. Each moment was a treasure, a reminder that the universe was vast and full of wonder. But as all journeys do, Leo's adventure began to draw to a close. He felt a gentle tug, a whisper calling him back to the library. "It's time to return," Oliver's voice echoed in his mind. "But remember, the stars will always be with you, waiting for your return." Reluctantly, Leo opened his eyes, finding himself back in the library, the Book of Celestial Dreams resting in his lap. He looked around, the warmth of the library wrapping around him like a familiar blanket. "Thank you, Oliver," he said, his heart full. "I will carry the stars with me always." Mr. Whitaker paused, allowing the story to settle in the air like a soft sigh. Clara felt a sense of peace wash over her, the magic of the library and the stars intertwining in her heart. From that day on, he continued, Leo returned to the library often, each time seeking new adventures, new stories that would take him to places he had yet to explore. And though he journeyed far and wide, he always remembered the wisdom of Oliver and the magic of the Enchanted library. As Mr. Whitaker closed the book, Clara felt a warmth spread through her, a gentle reminder that stories were not just words on a page. They were bridges to other worlds, threads that connected hearts and minds across time and space. "Remember, dear Clara," he said softly, "the magic of stories lives within you. Whenever you feel lost or weary, simply close your eyes and let your imagination take flight. The universe is vast, and your dreams are the stars that will guide you home." With a contented sigh, Clara nestled deeper into the armchair, her eyelids growing heavy. The city outside continued its symphony of life, but within the walls of the Enchanted page, time stood still. She felt safe, cradled by the warmth of the stories that surrounded her. the echoes of adventure whispering sweetly in her ears. As she drifted off to sleep, Clara knew that the stars were not just in the sky. They were within her, waiting to be discovered, waiting to illuminate her path. And in that moment, she embraced the magic of the night, the promise of dreams yet to come, and the endless possibilities that awaited her in the world of stories.